We take this time every night to turn the whole floor over to Scott so he can tell us about the whole sky.
Yeah, we've had some interesting questions about an unusual looking sky. It almost looks like people are playing tic-tac-toe up there.
Yeah, doesn't it really? You're starting to see the way the planes are flying now. We had lots of contrails the other day, a few today, especially on Sunday. A viewer sent in some photos here. This is from Kleiner Park, and he was very concerned, saying, you know, it didn't seem to be this way before, and I'm concerned about the jet exhaust obscuring my view of the sky. So I wanted to break things down a little bit and talk about what we're seeing. I mentioned last night these are contrails or condensation trails, so there's no pollution, or I should say there's no pollution that's obscuring your view. What's happening here is all you're seeing is water. This is water vapor. A jet exhaust is 70% carbon dioxide, which is invisible, and 30% water vapor, which is invisible, but at times that water vapor condenses into a cloud, and that's what we're seeing right here. It is water here, and then eventually it's so cold those water droplets then freeze and ice crystals come out in the breeze. These are called fall streaks, are taking these fall streaks away. So I thought I would break it down a little bit and say, what about the pollution that's up there? The exhaust that comes out of jet airliners equates to about 3% of all of the fossil fuels burned around the globe, and so it's not a huge number, but there are concerns of the greenhouse gases. The EPA calls carbon dioxide a pollutant. That's certainly debatable, I believe, but it is definitely the possibility, there's definitely, we'll call it the possibility of that being a greenhouse gas, in other words, trapping the heat. And so there's concerns with climate change with the extra CO2 that's in the atmosphere. There are all kinds of things that are going on and advancements in technology to make airlines more efficient, burning fossil fuels, making the airplanes lighter, more efficient engines, and they've actually dropped down some of the numbers of other pollutants. There's less than 1% of that is actual pollution that's coming out of the back of the plane. So they are dropping that and getting it a little bit more efficient, but we still have to watch, the greenhouse gas effect that we are getting from the carbon dioxide that's coming out. But what you're seeing here, that's not pollution, but there are certainly studies going on, guys, to say, well, what about the exhaust that does come out? There's a lot more from cars when you add up everything else that goes on, but there's a concern up there.
I think it's pretty up there.
Yeah, it looks neat, doesn't it?
It's cool. It's like someone's drawing up there.
Thanks, Scott. Making